Okay.
So I knew that writing was important, but this class actually helped me understand how important it is and the real power of language. And for my community, this class just strengthened my goals of what I want to do in my community.
Well, first of all, my writing skills improved significantly, and I want to thank you for that. And I also learned the power of words and language. I didn't really have an understanding of that until I took this class, and that's something I can take on next year and something I'll keep in mind the rest of my life. And for my community, like I feel it's my responsibility to represent. Like, my succeeding myself, I'll be an example that I can actually do it, even if I'm in this kind of community. And yeah.
Well, from this class, I learned a lot. But most of all, my writing skills also improved and my analyzing skills. So I feel like this whole class was really important for me, and now I think I want to major in English. And I think I'll use it in the future. So I could use it in my community by helping other students too.
One thing that I'll take from this class is learning how to use satire and learn how if you say something that people don't agree on, they'll take it in a bad way, but if you say it in a funny way, they would actually they'll realize that they're wrong. And my goal for this community is to return, and hopefully I would like to start my own school.
The most important thing that I've learned this year was my capability to write and to write at a higher level than I usually would have. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to major in English right now to be an English teacher. And I think for my community, now that I know about the achievement gap and you've taught me about it for the past 2 years, it's impacted me a lot, and it's impacted me about how my community needs to be able to graduate and everybody needs to succeed.
What I'm going to take away from this class is time writings, because that really helped me a lot. I struggled with time, and now I can express my thoughts and ideas in a certain amount of time. And for my community, I want to educate those who don't know about the achievement gap or don't know what steps they should be doing, so I want to give back to them.
In this class, I didn't just learn with my writing skills, but I learned not to hold back when I'm speaking about something I'm really passionate about, if I have an opinion about. When we first did Socratic seminars, I wouldn't talk, but now at the end, gonna stop talking. And then I feel like it's my responsibility to give back to the community, so they have opportunities when they see something that needs to be fixed, that they go for it and try.
Okay, this year I learned a lot, but the most important thing that I'm going to take from this class is that no matter any ideas that I have in my head, I'm capable of writing them thoroughly in an essay. And I do want to come back in the future and help my community, because it is my responsibility to do so and help others, just as my teachers, friends, and mentors have helped me.
The thing that I'm gonna take from this class is the power of language and how powerful it is that it can cause movements and make people do things that they might have not wanted to do. And that leads to me wanting to go back to my community and just strengthening the desire to help and make younger generations successful in life.
Well, this year I really learned a lot. My writing skills improved so much, and I would really like to help others, as in coming back to my community and help them become better writers, because I know everyone can do it. Just if I did it, everyone can do it.
So from this class, in general writing, I think that I definitely increased in writing. And as for my community, I think that by empowering myself, I empower my community. because I feel like I'm one less statistic. Yeah.
So what I have learned in this class is my essays. I have learned how to use a lot of historical allusions to like Martin Luther King and Gandhi, all of them. Yeah. And for my community, so far, I really don't know how I can help them, well, being an engineer, but I'll try to like show them that they shouldn't be a part of that achievement gap, be a part of the other percent that actually succeeds.
We should take them back.
I think I learned a lot in the past 2 years with you. I think I learned more in the past 2 years than I have my whole life about English. You've taught me the power of words and how to use them to make my opinion stronger. You really strengthened my understanding of the oppression the community goes through with the achievement gap. Never knew about that. I would like to come back, if I do become a film director, I would like to come back and show that oppression.
Well, everything I have learned in this class has been extremely important, and before I came here, I really couldn't read and comprehend the story, but now I can. When I grow up, I will come back to my community and change the statistics and make it better.
To begin with, what I'd take from this class is the wide exposure to large amounts of different literature. One thing that I enjoy about that is that there's so many different perspectives out there from different people, and that alone exposes us to different opinions about different issues. One in particular, which is my favorite, would be the allegory of the cave, which ties into the next question. One of the ways I want to contribute to the community would be advocating for our community's needs. Not only that, but also help fund schools or simply students who have the desire to go to university.
We're going to hear
I learned a lot. Learned the power of words and how to use them in a way to change stuff. I also learned I could actually finish reading the book. And I'd like to use what I learned to come back and change stuff in the community.
What I'm gonna take from this class is probably just the way that I think. Now I'm more open-minded and more open to new things. Like about 2 years ago, before I had you, I had no idea that all these issues were going on with our economy and the achievement gap, and this has empowered me to become an elementary school teacher here, to help the younger generation become higher, and I don't know how to say it, become more advanced in 1 year and help them achieve more when they're younger, so by the time that they get older, they will know how to go about high school and stuff.
What I learned from this class is that books not only have words, but they also have a voice. As coming from people that we learned in this class, they decided to write down instead of using violence, like for example wars and all that stuff. And what I want to do in my community is share my experience and inform people that books are very important to society and that they should be valued more.
Okay, so I think everybody got the educational part covered, but I think that truly what developed us most was like our personality and how we're able to talk about things, how we're able to fight for what we believe in. I also learned how to use Martin Luther King in every essay I wrote. what I can do, what I want to do for my community is advocate for those who are left unspoken, who've been abused for so long. I think that's what drives me every day, and so that's what I learned in this class. And I love you, Ms. K.
I've learned a lot of things in the class actually. Not only, as Carolina said, not only how to use our words to like better ourselves, but our perspectives on life in general and society have changed drastically. I know mine has, and what I want to give to my community, I really want to come back here and, you know, as everyone said, like advocate for people's needs. And I actually want to like be in the education system, so I could like, especially like East LA, I really want to come back here and like help everyone out.
Okay, my turn. So what I learned before I came to this class was I believed that books didn't have a meaning. I just believed that books were to entertain people. But after being in this class, I learned that books do have a meaning and can have power and change many views. And what I've learned was I want to come back to East LA and give money as funds and give my time and just help out and have those resources for those in need.
What I take from this class is the idea of self-empowerment. The second semester we started talking about self-empowerment and talking about Martin Luther King, how he was able to rise and help his people. That's the part I take from this class, because before I wasn't like a type of person who actually like talking. I was really like quiet, like kind of like Brian. And then after the years, I started meeting new people. These people actually helped me develop myself and start to get a little bit more social. I take the idea of speech, because I feel like speech is one of the most important weapons you have. Like you can use to speak out and get to other people and make them realize what's happening and convince them to do stuff. And what I take, what I'm gonna do for my community is, I also want to do something in education. I want to help reform like the education policy and help the students here in East LA, because I feel like it's the need, and I just feel like that's a cause. I don't know what I actually want to do like in education, but I just have like the feeling inside that I have to come back and help.
I learned a lot in this class. I'd say made it all the way to the last row. Nobody looked. I'd say what I learned the most was that I have a voice and that I have the power to impact everybody, a lot of lives like you did with us. And that's what I'm going to do in the future. I'm going to make a difference and prove the statistics wrong. That's it.
Something that I'm going to take from this class is that words are very powerful if we know how to use them really good. And something that I want to do for my community and for my culture, like for the Latino and Chicano community, is come back and become an education policymaker and help create better English, like better people in language and things like that.
Well, what I learned from this class was that my voice can really make a big impact on the community, and that's why I'm gonna come back and aware others about the awareness, the issues that you are awareing me about.
I learned that words is the ultimate tool to make yourself and others be heard. It is a gift, and this class has shown me how to use it in its fullest. I really thank you for that. I have learned through the use of annotation, which you taught us, how to look for the deeper meaning of literature, and you showed us the kind of impact it can have in society. And thank you.
I had to write one-page introductions. It really showed me how to annotate and comprehend a passage. I could never do that before. Without that, I wouldn't be able to write essays. I help my community by showing if you can educate me, I can educate myself, and they can educate themselves as well.
No pressure.
No pressure.
What I learned this year is that we all have voices, and like you showed us how to like speak to others and show that we are here and we're not just a statistic. And what I'll take away from this year is that like everything, like this environment, like we all came together. Like right now, you're all looking at me. And for my community, I think I'll just come back and show them that it is possible to go to university and come back and just share it with our Hispanic people in this community.
Thank you.